sale journey.
This would be page 4.
So we have a cultivated plant, we have a manufactured plant, which is along its life has been accounted for and recorded. Now we have a finished product where a plant number has morphed into a weight that then gets transported to the medical marijuana center for distribution and sale to either by means of wholesale to other licensees or directly to bona fide patients. So part 3 in the chain is distribution. This is a term, it's a little bit of a loaded term in the marijuana world, as Corey and I'm sure the DAs around the table will agree. So, we had to get rid of those prejudgments around distribution and really come up with a concept that really at the core of it is security and accountability, because this is really where the exposure begins, when you have transportation of a valuable product between point A and point B. So how do we ensure security throughout that process? It's really looks heavily at the public safety issue and how to best deal with that. So distribution for our purposes includes but not limited to the process of packaging raw medical marijuana plants and extracts in an optional premise cultivation facility. So this process of packaging then is going to be the transformative event when the plant actually becomes weight and when we start keeping track of numbers in terms of ounces and pounds instead of individual identifying markers that we had for the plants up until that point. In our vision of a well-regulated distribution scheme, there needs to be the 2 avenues of accountability. The first is something that a lot of the sectors of the industry has had a hard time accepting, is that the department rightly needs and law enforcement rightly demands visual inspection of what's going on inside these facilities. So there has to be cameras in the facility. And we're absolutely clear on that. You can understand the sort of justified fear. It is a leap of faith for a lot of people that for so many years have been very careful about publicizing what they do, and now that is carried over into the legitimate side of things. And so this really is a breakthrough moment when we say, Department, State of Colorado, come in and see what we're doing. And so in the distribution part of it, we account for the visual inspection of it, and there's going to be inspection of that particular process to, number 1, ensure non-diversion, and number 2, start with the process of standardization. And this is really where this comes into play, because the different methods of growing now are irrelevant. Now we have a finished product, and so this, in our conception, is really when we can start standardizing weights and make it easy for both regulators and law enforcement to account for what's there. Transportation is an issue that was brought up earlier, where right now the way it's written, at least our reading, is that all sales, be they wholesale or retail transactions that occur, have to occur at the MMC or through the MMC. And so as we stand today, then the finished weight before it's delivered to the final location or to the other licensee has to go through the MMC and account for the total weight and inventory that it has there. So as you read through these rules, kind of conceptualize a plant becoming a weight, that weight being tracked and logged, and then that particular bundle of medical marijuana product being transported, that is already accounted for, that is already logged, that has been visually inspected by the department, if they so wish to do so, is moved on to the MMC and then is ready for distribution. Now, the next round, ready for sale, rather, the next round of work groups that we're going to have is to really fit in the 70-30 aspect into the MMC inventory. That obviously is not only a statutory mandate, but it's incredibly important if we're to create a workable model. And so that piece of the puzzle is going to come in next time we meet here around this table. So, I mean, that's what I have for distribution. Comments, anybody else?
I'd just say that I'd like to be a part of the subgroup committee that meets about that, even though, just because I'd like to be there to represent the mix to a certain extent, if that's a possibility. That way maybe next time I won't have so many questions when we get to this point.
Yeah, and just so everybody knows, this is another one of those definitions I think we're going to have to limit for purposes of this act.
Yes.
Obviously for the conflict with Title 18. And I think that's an easy fix. And I would also think that this is another definition that perhaps may work very well for the MIPS as well.
Well, that's
So
why I'm
we would
asking
look
if
at
I
that.
could just be party to the next round of conversation. It'll be easier than hashing it out here.